Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the Houston Kilby YouTube channel. Let's get to it. What's going on YouTube? As promised, the Full Metal Goat, my 1966 Pontiac. You guys got to see last week my black four-door Tempest with the LS swap in it, and I got to give you guys a little bit of heads up about this car, and it's time to get into it. So here we go. Well, here it is, guys. This is what the car looked like when I first got it. I'd actually found the car about 2 blocks away from the house I live in now. This car was at a gentleman's house, and he'd had it for a while, and it's actually been a local car, just a hot rod. Had been around locally, and it's got a pretty neat backstory and stuff behind it. And I ended up finding the car, and ended up making a guy an offer, and got it off his hands, but it still had all the bucket seats and all the interior and stuff in it, and I ended up gutting it all and selling it all, and ended up coming out pretty good on the deal. Ended up only having $300 in the body total after selling everything, so it kind of worked out pretty good for me on making a pro street car out of it. And this is when I first got my wheels and tires. There's no chassis in it right now. The body is just completely gutted. So here we go. I'd actually hollered at my Uncle Blaine, and his name's Blaine Kilby, and he had a program going on at the time called the KCD Movement, in which it's still going. And if you got hooked up with him, he'd help you, show you, and work with you on how to build your own chassis. And I couldn't afford for someone to build a chassis for me, so I was like, you know what, I'd like to jump on board with that. So that's what I did. So pretty much everything here that you see, I've made it myself. So like, here we go, we're making a rear end for it. He showed me what to do, and I marked up the templates and started cutting it out, and I built it all myself. So I'm making my own rear end right now. It's a 9-inch rear end. I also take a 9.5-inch Mark Williams spool. That's what I'm building for it right now, and that's old me. But here we go. You can see it kind of together right now. It's got a Mark Williams third member and Mark Williams axles and aerospace brakes, which is all awesome stuff. Super nice quality stuff. No complaints from none of those companies there. Very nice stuff. And here you can go. You can kind of see the motor and stuff's getting in it right now. It's got a big Chief motor in it with a F3 136 Pro Charger on it. I've had to do a lot of things myself. You can kind of see the bodies off of it right now. We're kind of finishing up all the chassis work, getting ready to start putting the final welds in it, and got my pedals in it and stuff right here. See, everything's kind of getting mocked up, and it's all still on the jig right now too. But there's my front brakes and my rear brakes. You kind of see everything's just kind of coming together, getting it to be as a roller. But here we go. Just got done doing all the final welding on the chassis, and finally got to push it outside and see what it looked like. And I was really happy where everything turned out. I did all the welding myself, did all the bending myself, did all the cutting and notching, everything myself. I got Blaine to help me and just kind of show me what I need to do, and I did it on my own, and it turned out really nice. And he did a really good job of just, showing me what I need to do and walking me through every step, and everything's turned out really nice and come along really good. But this is the first time the car had ever been outside, and I was really happy about seeing it. But here we go, we're getting to the next step there. My quarters was the only rough part on the car exterior wise. The quarters are just really in rough shape there around the wheel opening, and I knew that I was going to have to open up the wheel opening anyways. And you can kind of see a video when I first chopped it out of there, and I bought new panels for both sides and ended up redoing both sides, and they turned out pretty nice. Here you can see the dash. I wanted to keep like the original dash in it. It is removable. It bolts in and out now, and I like the way it turned out. The only fiberglass parts that I have on my car is the hood and the trunk. That's it. I'm wanting to keep everything pretty much metal for now, hence the name Full Metal Goat. It's just something I kind of want to do right now. I know the car can be a whole lot lighter if I put a fiberglass front end on it and fiberglass doors and all that, but that'll be later down the road for when I want to go faster and all that. Just right now, I've got everything. Might as well use what I got. Oh, and also as well, my bumpers are fiberglass. But everything's kind of coming together along pretty nice right now. Everything's pretty much together, and you can kind of see what the car is going to look like as a whole. We're getting the front end mounted on it. The dash is getting mounted. The hood's getting mounted. Everything's just kind of getting mocked up and getting mounted into place before it gets to finally sit on the ground for the last time. The front end will be completely removable, so I still wanted to build it like a one-piece front end, but at the same time have a hinged hood. It's just something I personally want. Like I said, I know it's going to be heavy, but you know, I'm going to drive this car on the road, and I know everybody's probably freaking out. There's no way, but that's what I'm going to do. And but I'm really close to the track where I live at, and my goal with it is, hey, I want to drive it to the track and make one heck of a pass with it. And you know, when you live close to the track, you can do things like that. But that's just something I want to do with the car. It'll have working headlights and tail lights, and I'm really excited about getting this thing together. I mean, I've had to learn a ton. I mean, an absolute ton from Blaine to be able to do what I've done here, and I cannot thank him enough for all the things I've learned off of him to be able to do this. But I mean, all you see here, I mean, I've been doing it. I've been making it happen. And I mean, I work a full-time job, and I come home, I'm working at midnight hours trying to get something built on it. And you know, a lot of things has been my ideas on it, and a lot of things have been his ideas on it, and mainly the suspension and the strength in the chassis. You know, I got all that from Blaine. You know, I went to him, I was like, hey, you tell me what needs to be done here. You're the man on that. And he hooked me up, and I believe everything's going to work really nice. But here we go. We're getting into the tubs here, and I'm getting ready to start doing some more detailed videos on this build for you guys. The tubs and the sheet metal is what I'm about to start kicking off for you guys, and I think I can really make some nice videos for you and just kind of show you how we kind of do things. I know there's 1,000 ways to build something, and there's just some of the ways that we do them, and I thought I'd just kind of do some more detailed videos on step by step on how we build some things, and give you guys some in-depth video on building this beast. But here we go. I just thought I'd kind of show you guys what this car's looking like, where it's sitting at right now, and the next steps are coming up shortly. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I would appreciate it a whole bunch if you guys would leave a like and subscribe for me. Write some comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Definitely going to be having some more videos coming your way shortly. And if you haven't seen any other videos, check them out as well. Have a good one.